Hello guys, it's Michael from Chess Lifestyle, and in today's video, I wanted to basically give you guys all my tips on how to start your very own chess YouTube channel. And the reason why I'm making this video now is actually thanks to one of the viewers, I think it was Arjun, on one of my recent streams, basically asking me this question. And I thought, yeah, I'm not going to be able to give this question, do this question justice, just by trying to answer it there. And I thought making a video on it would be better. So recently, I got monetized, which you can see by this new green symbol here on the screen. And because I got monetized, I feel like I'm in somewhat of a respectable place to be able to give you guys some advice of starting your own channel. So yeah, let's get into it. So the very first thing is that I would recommend you find your own niche. So what I mean by that is, there are a bunch of different chess YouTube channels, and it's really important that, you're creating content that people can't find elsewhere. Because for instance, like let's say, you make a new channel and you try and do an Agadmetor 2.0. And actually, I probably should have tried to find this channel again to give us an example, but there's another chess, like 2000 rated player who's around a similar age, kind of looks a bit like Agadmetor, and he just makes the same videos, like kind of styles, like recapping games, the exact same thumbnails, and he's just got a fraction of the number of subscribers as Agadmetor, even though I'd say the content is relatively similar. But that's the thing, like, if Agadmetor has already got a monopoly on that market of viewers, why would suddenly a viewer who has grown to like Agadmetor and likes his recaps, why would they watch another guy doing the same thing, right? So really find your niche. And when I think about my own niche for chess lifestyle, I'd say that um, it's kind of like uh, giving practical advice and vlogs. I would say this is kind of like the area of chess improvement and chess videos that I've been making. And I can't think off the top of my head any other channel that's doing that. I mean, maybe now I would say the closest is maybe like Cameron. I don't know if any of you guys watch her channel. I'd say that maybe her channel is kind of similar, but I can't really think of too many, right? So I think try and like think if you can create some content which you think people are going to be invested and interested in, and also no one else is doing it, that's going to be like the golden ticket to starting a successful chess YouTube channel. The next thing I want to mention is that whenever you start, your first videos are not going to meet your expectations. And I actually think I tried, honestly, when I first started trying to film some videos for Just Lifestyle, I even almost gave up because I just felt it was so awkward on camera. And this first video that I actually uploaded was probably like, I don't know, my 50th, 100th try of like trying to talk in front of a camera. And I really couldn't get used to it. I just felt super awkward. Like, what am I doing? Just like talking to this device and no one's on the other side. It felt super, super awkward. So you've basically just got to accept that your first videos are going to be awkward and it is going to get better. So there's not much you can do to get around it. And I mean, even this video, which I finally uploaded, we'll watch the first 10 seconds. Hey guys, it's Michael from Chess Lifestyle, and I'm here to show you how you can improve your online blitz rating. So like, I feel like yeah, you can tell that I'm a bit nervous here, and yeah, um this is very natural, right? Like no amount of charisma or confidence will ever get you past that when you first start uploading your videos. So basically, be a bit kind to yourself and realize that yeah, it's not going to be perfect from the get-go. So you need some practice. The third thing I want to mention is that really, when you make a chess YouTube channel, another very important aspect is the branding side. And it's very important that you have a very catchy name and also maybe a nice logo that represents your channel. And I think like credit to Dylan, and I'll be talking more about Dylan later, but he basically, created the logo for our channel. And this was huge because I think like, having a nice friendly logo is good. And I mean, we went through so many different logos in the past, many of which looked much more kind of professional and too serious. And I think having a logo is nice actually to go along with the channel. It's not necessary, but it's nice. At least like a thumbnail, like on your profile would be useful, right? So I think this is one cool thing, but also the name Chess Lifestyle. Like, I mean, we were brainstorming different ideas. Some people told us that we shouldn't be called Chess Lifestyle; we should call it Chess Life instead. But I like Chess Lifestyle. I think it basically summarizes what the channel's about really well, which is also good, right? So I think having a catchy name is important. And apologies in advance to Ashir, who I'm about to, roast on stream. But basically, Ashir is a friend of mine who also made a chess YouTube channel, and his chess YouTube channel was Chess In. And I think from a marketing, advertising perspective, this was just a really bad decision in the sense that if you look up Chess In, which stands for Chess India, you don't find anything. Like you can't find his channel, which is a problem, right? And luckily, I mean, I'm subscribed, so I could look through my subscriptions and find him. But you can see that 500 subscribers, definitely people are liking his content, but it's just very difficult to find his channel. So I think like the name is super important. And yeah, even though we had some viral videos, yeah, we need more a better brand. I think in order to blow up. So definitely, I'd recommend subscribing to Chestin. I mean, I don't think Ashir has been making any videos recently, but some of his older content is really great actually. Like there's one video I really loved where he like tries to imitate Caruana's training schedule and basically using like all of his interviews and understanding of how Caruana trains, try to do a day in the life of Caruana. And like this content is really great, but if you can't find it, then that's a problem, right? So yeah, try not to, I would say, repeat this kind of mistake. And then the fourth thing I want to mention is consistency. And I remember when I started my channel, maybe during the pandemic times, I was extremely ambitious and I wanted to start streaming on Twitch and make a really nice educational platform. And at that time, I think Chess Dojo was just about starting out. Maybe they'd already started out for like 6 months or a year. Um, but there wasn't really a great educational platform on Twitch for chess. It was kind of just individuals basically just streaming, which kind of it still is nowadays. And I thought it would be a great idea. Basically, I had some different friends who I felt were very entertaining as individuals. And I mean, Akito even had some experience with streaming chess. And I just thought that, if all of us, seven of us were to stream once per day, every week, and have some consistent kind of stream, people could really get into this, learn a lot, tune in for their favorite streamer. And all of these guys, I think, were like, maybe they didn't have so much experience with streaming, but they'd get into it, right? And the problem was, and I mean, like, I think the idea itself was fantastic. And it's funny because even FIDE, literally the international governing body FIDE, retweeted, reposted this this post of mine, and we literally lasted like, I don't know, we barely even started, and basically it was just a complete flop, and we weren't able to do it. I think the problem was as well, like at the time I was trying to do too many things. I had many different projects going on, and I don't think I gave a good enough briefing to my friends as to how to stream on Twitch. And I think if I were to go back, I would do things much better, I think. Because I think it was a great idea. And I mean, FIDE bought it enough to repost it. So I think it had real potential, right? But this is why I think number four, I would say, is consistency. Like whenever you have like a nice idea, you need to commit and you need to like be consistent with your content. Like upload once a week and stick to it. Like do it for like 6 months. Even if it looks like no one's watching your videos, you've just got to keep going, and maybe you get that lucky break. YouTube, I don't know exactly how its algorithm works, but like maybe it like offers you like a bunch of views. And okay, if you're making good content, you have a good brand, you have a niche that people are actually interested in watching, then okay, you can create something. And I think people would then subscribe, people would then watch, and you start to build a community, right? So I think you need that consistency. And I think yeah, the reason why it's taken so long, I think, for my channel, Just Lifestyle, to get monetized is just because I don't think it was so consistent. Like, I was consistent at the start, and then I kind of dropped off. Then I took like a year break, and so on and so forth. And yeah, it didn't manage to take off, I would say, until maybe now. So I mean, nowadays, right now, with my consistency, I'm not so keen to, let's say, grow the channel and be the next big thing or something, right? So I'm not really like sticking to much consistency either. But I would say consistency would be really huge if you want to get big. And then the next thing is, when you make chess videos or any kind of content, you need some kind of editing software. And what I'm doing right now is, for this video itself, I'm using Streamlabs to basically just simply record my screen plus a little video of my webcam. And I'd say like your webcam quality doesn't need to be great. I mean, to be honest, I'm so lazy with my setup. I even have like the professional lighting and backdrop if I wanted, which I had to buy for my upcoming Chessable course, which will be released in a couple months. Um, but for these YouTube videos, I'm kind of just more chill. Like I'm not too bothered about making like really professional and look perfect, right? So to be honest, even with your webcam, even with a phone camera, I think you can do a lot. Like I actually sold my camera. I needed the money, and for my vlogs, I'm just using my phone, and like phone cameras nowadays are strong enough to be able to, make a really good vlog. So I think just use your phone for vlogs if you're doing vloggy stuff, and for filming like these kind of videos, these commentary videos, I guess, or advice videos, just using like your webcam. I mean, I have a nicer webcam, but yeah, your laptop webcam is probably going to be all right if you're just small in the bottom corner. Um, so you can really get started, and I'd say Streamlabs just is really basic and really easy to use. Like, I'll just show it here. Basically, it's kind of a simpler, friendlier version of OBS. You basically have your different scenes on the left, which I mostly use for streaming. But I just have this one YouTube videos, which has this preset, which I can just click record and use with a simple click of one button. Um, so yeah, it's very easy to use. And I'd say for the editing, I'd recommend using Filmora. And to be honest, guys, like I am a big cheapskate. I will usually find any way possible to um, cut corners with spending money. And really, for editing, you really can't use a free editing software because there will be catches. It will just not be as smooth. And honestly, Filmora is a really great editing software. So if anyone wants some tips as to how I edit my chess YouTube videos, I could do a proper video on that, and you can let me know in the comments if you'd like a video on that. Um, but yeah, I'd recommend Filmora. It's really easy to use. It can do everything. It's really smooth, and you can also just pay a one-time fee. It's not like a yearly recurring fee or monthly recurring fee, and I think it's decently affordable given like how much you would use it. So unfortunately, yeah, I think you just have to bite the bullet and spend that money on a editing software, and I think Filmora is definitely like my go-to. I mean, there's also these like Adobe Cut Pro and DaVinci, whatever, and these are like more professional. I think Filmora does everything and is very like simple of a format. I think Filmora is great. And then next, my next piece of advice would be that I'd really recommend that if you are someone who maybe lacks motivation or lacks commitment to sticking with something like this, I would recommend that you buddy up with someone. And I cannot thank Dylan enough for, starting this chess lifestyle journey with me because I mean, without him, I don't think I would have done it. I would have like made like a video and then just burnt out and given up. And actually, I've got a couple other chess YouTube, not chess YouTube, but just YouTube ideas that I never followed through with, and I reckon they actually have a really good chance of like being really good content for people. And I never followed through with it because it's kind of like my own passion, and I've got too many ideas, too many things going on, and I'm not able to stick to it. But as soon as you bring one more person into the equation, you kind of have to commit in a way because they're also committing, right? You can't just give up. I mean, okay. Eventually, Dylan decided it's not for him, and will only make a video now and then. But that's fine. Okay, like I've already got the ball rolling, like I can kind of manage it on my own. But at the start, I think like that kind of teamwork together to like discuss posts, discuss ideas, make some content, I think it's really nice. So if you've got a friend who you feel like would have similar ambitions to you and can add an extra dynamic to the channel, I think this is a really good way to, I don't know, stick to and make some good chess content. And then finally, the last thing I would recommend, guys, is that I would highly recommend that you just make videos that you would like making. Because ultimately, unless you're some professional that has someone to edit the videos for you, ultimately the editing process is kind of long and you want to actually enjoy it. And I do enjoy editing my videos. I do enjoy adding these little snippets here and there to make it more engaging. Okay, nowadays I'm like so much more lazy when it comes to the editing videos for you guys. I feel like, you know, my delivery is already like somewhat engaging enough. Like I don't need to like bother with like all this other crap. Um, but yeah, I mean, okay, it comes from a place of laziness and you know, maybe not caring about being like the next Gotham chess or something like this, right? But yeah, ultimately, I do enjoy editing my videos. I do enjoy making these videos, and you know, in the past, I've picked up on certain things. Like at the beginning, I was really focused on making like content that would go viral, and you can see that my first video is 6,000 views. Secret to Studying Chess, 6,000 views. Like you know, my eighth video in was actually my biggest video ever on this this Lead Chess versus Chess24 versus Chess.com. I was really actively trying to think like what content would people actually want to watch. But the thing is, that kind of led to a burnout. It wasn't really um, uh, you know, my heart wasn't really in it, and I realized as well, like another niche that was could potentially get a lot of views was like making videos on recent chess drama, right? Whenever I would post a video about chess drama, it would always blow up, right? So, you know, there are ways you can basically find content that will do better, but ultimately, if you want to stay consistent and you want to not like hate your own YouTube project, you've kind of just got to make videos that you want to make, and hopefully that will also show in your content, and also hopefully people will want to watch that. I think that's really like a super important thing. Otherwise, you're going to burn out, and it's not even going to be fun. And I feel like if it's not fun, then what's the point? Because in terms of like monetization, if you're doing YouTube to make money, it's not really that good. I mean, I feel like you really need to be getting like huge numbers of views if you're gonna be making money from AdSense. I would say probably the biggest potential there is to make money is just like in terms of exposure. So for instance, if people enjoy my like videos and see that they can learn a lot from them, then maybe they'd be interested in getting me as a coach. And like I made this like Patreon page where you know, people can get in touch basically and get some coaching. And yeah, okay, I mean, I've revealed it now. Why not? Yeah, I'm making some decent money each month from people who are getting my coaching services. Like basically, I offer like some different options in terms of the membership, and the one that is most popular right now is this Regal Rapid, because basically, um, I am basically there as an online chess coach. Okay, we're not doing videos one to one, like 1 hour, you pay me for the hour. It's kind of like you pay £10 a month, and if you have any questions about your training at any point, I will give as in depth of an answer as possible. I'm the kind of person to ramble on and write essays anyway. So like I will give you the most thorough answer and try and solve whatever chess problems you're having. So kind of like, I don't know, chess agony aunt to help you out. So this has been working well with my free members who went for this. And okay, I actually have two classical chads. One of the classical chads is just paying me by bank transfer as opposed to through Patreon. But and this is basically getting 1 hour lesson per month to basically stay on track and like try and cover whatever problems you may have. But anyway, like this kind of like was a good money making opportunity, I would say. But in general, like yeah, if you do YouTube for the money, it's probably not going to work so well. You kind of want to do it just because you like to have some kind of document of like whatever videos that you're making. And for me, I really like this kind of chess journey aspect. Like I can look back and see like where I was at like in the past, and I like having this kind of record of like what's been going on. And okay, like you know, now I'm finally making it to 2,500 online. Like at the start of these videos I was probably like 2,200 online, and you can kind of see some growth there. So I don't know, this was kind of where I felt like the channel was useful for me. And yeah, as long as you're having fun with it, then that's the most important thing. So I'd say like yeah, these seven different things are probably the most important things that come to my mind in terms of like making like a successful YouTube channel. Probably missed some, and probably there's some I don't even know. But yeah, I would say like probably start there. One more thing I would mention just in terms of like a
Dejan
technical point.
Boykov.
is that when you want to grow your exposure, definitely at the end of like whatever text you write, you want to add like free hashtags, and these free hashtags will appear at the top of the page, and these are very helpful for exposure. That was one thing I learned. Um, in general, you should try and get as many likes and shares and subscriptions from your videos. So, asking the viewer to, give a like, give a comment, give a subscribe, which I always forget to do. That would definitely help as well. Um, and yeah, I'd say that's basically it. So yeah, let me know if you found any of these tips useful. If you would like a more in-depth look at how to edit videos on Filmora, I could definitely do one for my own chess videos just to make that easier for you. Um, but yeah, that's basically my 7 pieces of advice. Hope you found that useful. And again, thank you to the Patreon and YouTube members. Like, really makes a difference in terms of my own motivation to making lots of content for you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys learned a lot from this. So thank you for watching, and I guess see you today for a stream later today. Okay, see you around.